Tour. Can he take that next? They're looking to make, a third semi-final on the European Tour and looking to make that next step and go further. Noppert is an unseeded player here, but that's because the qualifiers and everything was set up way earlier in the year, before the lockdown hit. As things stand, he would be a seed if this Euro Tour qualification process had taken place this weekend, because he's been excellent. And he's been excellent this weekend. It is the Bully Boy and Noppert for the last remaining spot in the semi-finals, with Joe Cullen awaiting the winner. Paul Nicholson alongside me, Dan Dawson, for our fourth and final quarter-final before we launch straight into the semis.
First leg, Michael to throw first. Game on!
Bully Boy will get us underway.
Not going to lie, Dan. I'm going to enjoy the rest of tonight's session. Starting to get emotional towards the end of the Euro Tour season. It's the worst thing about winter. No Euro Tours.
No more Euro Tours, but a European Championship, which all of these guys will be competing at. There is obviously a very important title to be won here tonight. £25,000 in ranking money to the winner.
134.
We could see repeats of some of these games next week where the stakes are even higher.
Have we got a likelihood on whether we can get Ratajski clear matter again?
That's a very good question, actually. Christoph Ratajski.
Don't let me down, Dan.
He's about 9th.
43.
He is 9th right now, but if Danny Noppert were to win this, that would knock him down a place. If Joe Cullen were to go on and win his semi-final, that would knock him down another place, so he's hovering in that
83.
You're going to be there next week.
I am going to be there. I'm going to be
Lucky
straight
boy.
to Oberhausen. A lot of these guys are doing the same.
60.
We haven't really seen Michael Smith go through the gears so far. He's cruised through this weekend, averaging mid-90 stuff, only dropped 3 legs. Danny Noppert, he turned on the jets against Adrian Lewis, averaged more
99.
blew the former European champion off the board. Scott Baker didn't really have to produce that kind of stuff, but still won it by 6 legs to 2.
Michael Smith told me this morning that he frustrated with his
134.
doubles a little bit. It'd be interesting to see his reaction to any misses that he has on shots like these. He was getting out of jail earlier by hitting, say, a double 5 on the third dart when leaving 40. So, will he take it clean?
Game
Yes,
shot,
he does.
first leg. Michael Smith, second leg, Danny the throw first. Game on.
What's going to bring out a smile, Michael?
Well, when he played Jesus Nogueira earlier on, he averaged 94.5, but it was the finishing. He was only about 30% on his doubles, because he was taking
140.
leave himself on a finish, miss, and then hit it. Now, most of the time, it doesn't really matter. If you're hitting that way, 2 misses, and then you hit it in the same visit, it doesn't really matter. It does put a dent in your average, and it does turn into a little bit of a niggling frustration, and we know that Michael Smith is a man who specialises in niggling frustration.
I think that's fair.
83.
I see it written all over his face. I don't think he lets it affect his game like he used to. I think he's a lot more mature.
So the family are tuning in with the TV over the fireplace at home with Junior, Dags and Casper.
Several thousand animals that reside there in St Helens as well.
55.
St Helens Dog Sanctuary.
Yeah.
He's got some fabulous pets though.
He has got an entire menagerie as Michael Smith.
180.
He'll be doing his own nature documentary when he's retired.
He does love his animals. And his dogs are the size of horses. Danny Noppert just trying to figure out the best way to approach this.
Probably back up top. That's what he was
39.
afraid of.
But we require
Gifted
141.
Michael Smith 6 for 141 now. And that dart from Danny Noppert
91.
scarred the dartboard. It's given it a full imprint of his grip pattern.
Really has, isn't it?
Don't see that very often.
Just raked its way down.
39. Michael required 50.
Well, treble 10 for double 10? No, he's just gone the big 10 for tops.
Game shot, second leg. Michael
Smith.
Smith. Third leg, Michael to throw first. Game on.
Sitting double top, you'd be best to watch out because you know he's going to score once he gets into the flow of things.
80.
Well, that's one each on the old collisions there, so that evens up the score. We were talking about, we didn't know where the shirts finished and the tattoos began with Cullen and Ross Smith. It's the same with these guys. There's a lot of ink being invested in by this half of the draw.
57.
What's your favourite dart player's tattoo? I like the Simon Whitlock
60.
roulette wheel that's like a dartboard.
Yeah, that's not bad. Guy Anderson has some particularly
98.
terrifying gargoyles on his knees.
On his
On
knees?
his knees.
I think Joe Cullen's a bit like that guy from the Red Dragon movie, isn't he? Take his shirt off and his back's completely covered.
Yeah, I mean he does like
85.
He does like a tattoo, Joe. I'm not quite sure how extensive they are. The best darts related tattoos aren't actually the
99.
darts players ones. There's somebody out there with Kim Heibrecht's signature tattooed on his arm. There is the terrifying and also funny walk-on girl Daniela. Her face is tattooed on her.
180. Michael required 167.
Mason from Noppert leads 76, and 67 is too big for Michael Smith on this occasion, but he does take a big old chunk out of it.
76.
How much of a chunk can Danny take out of this? You can see it.
56.
Doesn't hit it.
Michael, you require
What's
36.
Michael Smith like over on double 18?
Game shot.
There he
on the
goes.
third leg.
Graduation
Michael Smith.
down
Full
into the
left, ready to
right.
throw first.
Really
Game
well
on.
measured. Ooh. Just about, he says.
Yeah, we saw plenty of that earlier on when he took out Jesus Nogueira, but he's 3-0 up here, halfway to a spot in the
60.
semi-finals, and still Michael Smith has only lost 3 legs all weekend.
One right
He
up.
started talking like that
40.
about Cullen, and then he started losing legs. So watch out for the Danny Noppert comeback now.
Well, you expect Danny Noppert to dig in here because he's playing nowhere near the levels that he's been for quite some time now, Danny Noppert. He's looked one of the most dangerous players on the tour, and it's
40.
it'll be a surprise if we get to the end of this year, even though we haven't had as many events as we would normally. If Danny Noppert
One right
on
on 29.
he's looked dangerous.
Oh yeah.
And he has beaten Michael Smith 2 of the 3 times they played.
100.
We're talking about baffling darts facts in the last match, with Cullen never being at the Grand Slam. Gabe
46.
Clemens never playing on a Sunday at a Euro Tour. One of my favourites is the fact that Mark Webster only got 1 PDC title.
Yeah, curious, isn't it? Just the one for Danny Noppert right
One
now.
right on 40.
Michael Smith. And there could have been a number one of big ones as well.
He's still got that
59.
bingo with Ian White.
And you
think he
require
has, yeah.
Tally race.
161. One
People might
right
have
on
gone 25 there.
37.
Not
You
Danny.
require 120.
Aggressively leaves double 12, but Bully Boy.
One right on 2.
Ooh.
Danny require
Yeah.
24.
Well, he likes double 12, Danny Noppert. Normally, anyway.
Game
And
shot
gets
on
it
the
this
fourth
time.
leg.
Finally,
Danny
Danny
Noppert.
Noppert is in this
Fifth
game.
leg, Michael to throw
It's
first.
not
Game
been
on.
the explosive, high-quality stuff we've seen so far tonight. There you see the averages. Danny Noppert must be
One
absolutely
round
baffled how he's
40.
not got his scoring game going. Michael Smith will be frustrated that he's not scoring as he normally does.
He's been around the 110 mark in the first 9 before this one.
93.
Kind of where he wants to be. Much rather it was around the sort of 115 to 120 mark.
140.
Seems to be playing quickly, even for Michael Smith tonight.
See the side-on shot of Danny Noppert. That back leg does come up, but the right side of the body is very stable. That's the most important part of that. With Michael Smith, you get statuesque. That extension of that right arm is a thing of beauty.
Look at the 18s.
134.
1-3-4. Michael Smith fancy his chances here. Doesn't like that one.
Nope. Top left. Gets that right in the top left.
Game shot in the
that's
fifth
nice.
leg. Michael Smith.
Michael
Six
Smith,
legs, Danny, the
he made it
first game
so hard after that first dart. And then pinpoint precision to find the treble, 20. More of the same to find the bullseye. 4-1, Michael Smith.
136.
Big it up a little bit, didn't you, Dan? About big outs and big averages. Well, Michael's just delivered there.
91.
Saw him start off the year on the European circuit, where he's had so much success with a run to the final of the Belgian Darts Championship. We saw him at the back end of last year in Gibraltar beat Danny Noppert and beat him convincingly. 6-1.
140.
Looking to repeat the trick. Danny Noppert's 2 wins against Michael Smith both came in floor events, Players Championship ones. One last year, one the year before.
140.
Smith is looking pretty good. If he can get through this very tricky test against Danny, could be a feisty encounter.
140.
The next one. He just looks really good, doesn't he?
That will require 85.
Left it again. Danny Noppert should get a dart for this leg, but Michael Smith has already given you warning.
That one came out fast. This one's a bit slower.
65.
Can he
Mark
double
will
up
require
on the 130s?
130.
Maybe. Maybe.
105.
Oh, you saw the full
require
player
20.
move.
Nearly back-to-back checkouts of 130 for Michael Smith. It would have been game over, you feel, had he pinned it.
Awful lie for Danny this. He might have to go high and over the top. His darts do kink to the left. And the way they fly, they're blocking it completely. High, almost in the double six.
No score.
See what he was trying to do.
Mark
Just
will
getting
require
harder and harder for
25.
Danny Noppert, and this game is getting harder and harder for him because Michael Smith wants double 10. 5-1.
Game shown in the sixth leg.
Doubling
Michael Smith.
has been very, very
Seventh leg,
impressive
Michael
from Michael
first.
Smith.
Game on.
It has often been his weakness, but tonight it's good. I mean, it's still, you know, it's around that 40% mark, which is, you know, kind of what they expect of themselves.
62.
You just look at the way he's taken them out when he's needed them, taking them out in that visit. He's offered very few opportunities back to Danny Noppert if he's had a chance to kill off a leg.
100.
That is very true. These European Tour days aren't just about talent, they're about staying power
99.
as well. And the people left in this tournament know all about what it takes to go all the way apart from Danny.
Yeah, well, Michael Smith has got 4 Euro Tour titles. Only beat Mark Rees, he's in the semi-finals already. Mentor Sulivic's got 3, which puts him right up there. And Joe Cullen, while he only has the 1 Euro Tour title, has certainly played more games on the Euro Tour than the vast majority of players. His Euro Tour experience is huge.
So if it is Michael Smith to get through, which is very likely from this position,
97.
going to have to witness the darts fitness in the semis and final.
Absolutely.
140. Danny
Place.
require 164.
2 darts away from a 6-1 victory, unless... And it's not going to go. Danny Noppert he's just not been there for him tonight.
94.
Full credit to Michael Smith, though.
Michael,
where
you
he has
require
put
60.
himself in this match-winning position. 20 and tops to do it.
Game, shot, and a
Fabulous
match.
display of
Michael
finishing
Smith.
from Michael Smith. While the percentage on the checkouts may not look like a stunning one, a mind-blowing one, it was the context of it. He got his chances, he took them, he's not allowed Danny Noppert into the match. And Michael Smith has battled his